Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Wade Watches. I'm Wade, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Super Mario Brothers movie. Man, this one is a long time coming. A lot of people have been waiting for a faithful adaptation of this franchise ever since that one thing that I serious that like just this like literally physically causes me pain happened in 1993. So let's just act like that never happened. Let's just please not even acknowledge that movie's existence. But anyway, this really is a long time coming. People have been, a lot of people, including myself, have always been curious as to whether we were going to get a fully CGI'd, computer animated Super Mario Brothers movie because it just seems like an obvious. It just always seemed like the obvious thing to do. The easiest way to adapt the video game franchise, and lo and behold, here and now we have it. And yeah, uh, I'm not gonna say I was disappointed or that I was let down, but I was definitely underwhelmed. Ever since Nintendo announced that they were going to be making a movie based on one of the most popular video game icons in history, obviously I was really hyped. I was excited, like all of you out there. And it turns out that it's just basically, at least in my opinion, your average, animated kids movie, kids quest movie, just with Mario in it. That's basically all this movie is. It has the animated kids movie, family movie, tropes checklist on standby. Um, all in all, what I'm trying to say is that the Super Mario Brothers movie really plays it safe. And if we really think about it, we all know why. We all know why. And I can't say I'm furious with them. I'm mad at them. It's clear that they didn't want to, Nintendo doesn't want to screw up this time around with Mario. And they just want to make sure they can get everything right, and appeal to a wider audience than they did last time. So part of me gets it. Part of me understands why this movie plays it really safe, but it just made for just kind of a meh watch. It thankfully it's it has enough positive elements and enough things that I enjoy to prevent me from going like, oh, this movie's bad, this movie sucked, total waste of time, boring. So let's talk about the positives. Let's talk about what worked, because there are things that definitely worked in this movie. Um, First off, Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Anya Taylor Joy, Jack Black, Keegan Michael Key, Kevin Michael Richardson, and the rest of the Seth Rogen. Can't forget Donkey Kong, and all the rest of the voice cast did a really good job with voicing these characters. They kind of each of them kind of took the character and turned it to their own. They weren't even trying to emulate the voices in the video games that we all know and love. And so I have to, I give kudos to the entire voice cast for making these characters and making them kind of fleshing them out a bit, because obviously with the video games, at least the Mario games that I've played, like many of you out there, this is definitely a video game franchise that I grew up with, and I played many Mario games throughout my life, and they were some of the first video games that I've played. Um, I, to my knowledge so far, there isn't a whole lot of character development in the actual Mario games, at least the ones that I played. It's, a pretty straightforward quest game. And here, these voice actors were tasked with kind of bringing these characters to life and kind of humanizing them a bit. And I think they succeeded with what they were given. Standout stand out in this movie as far as characters are concerned, and rightfully so, because the movie's named after these two guys, are the Mario brothers themselves. Mario and Luigi, Chris Pratt and Charlie Day killed it in this movie. I love those two guys, and I especially loved when we see the two brothers on the screen, because this movie is all about the relationship between these brothers, and it's really enduring, and they really manage to sell it. They motivate one another, they have one another's backs, they have awesome chemistry with one another. But unfortunately, the movie, decides to, separate them for most of it. If you've seen the trailers, you know that it's Luigi and not Princess Peach who gets kidnapped in this movie, and Mario is, gets sucked into the Mushroom Kingdom and embarks on the journey to save his brother and not Princess Peach. So for most of the movie, the Mario brothers are separated, and that was kind of a bummer because they're really good together. Like Chris Pratt and Charlie Day really made this brotherly relationship work. And other than that aspect of the movie, which, it's a big enough part, like I said, so again, those positives prevent me from saying, "Oh, this movie sucked. They dropped the ball twice." No, 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 not even close. It's just that other than that, the rest of what we see is pretty generic. Unlike Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, another adaptation of a popular game that I recently reviewed, that I also said was, the story was nothing wholly original, nothing that you haven't seen before. But unlike Dungeons and Dragons, there wasn't an attempt to expand on the source material and do something really clever with it. Kind of make, craft an original story, an original and compelling story out of the source material. It is a very generic point A to point B journey with these characters. And yeah, that's about it. Like I said, it has the animated movie checklist. Like, let's insert this joke here. Let's play this, retro pop song here and there. Let's have this Easter egg here, and that's about it. So while, not a terrible movie, the Super Mario Brothers movie isn't all that special. Um, there was just nothing that stood out about it. Like even Jack Black as Bowser is getting a lot of attention now, especially because of the song he sings about Peach in this movie. It was okay, but yeah, there's really just nothing about this movie that stood out to me. In complete and total honesty. I wanted to love it. I really did. Because like I said, I really have been waiting forever for them to just make an animated Super Mario Brothers movie. But it's just, it just plays it too safe. It has a generic point A to point B quest story. The Easter eggs were nice to see. It was kind of cool to watch moments from the video game and stuff from the video game be brought to the big screen, but that's not enough to carry a whole movie. So even that wasn't like something that really elevated this movie for me and made me like go like, oh wow, now I'm really invested in it. Nah, not really. So yeah, wrapping it up, I give the Super Mario Brothers movie a 6 out of 10. It narrowly escapes having a 5 just because I really enjoyed the relationship that Mario and Luigi have as brothers. Chris Pratt and Charlie Day did a fantastic job voicing those two characters and really making them believable as brothers. And also because the Easter eggs were nice, and it was nice to see some stuff. I guess also like music choices that they went with here. But other than that, there's really nothing special about the Super Mario Brothers movie. So again, 6 out of 10 for the Super Mario Brothers movie. This has been another edition of Wade Watches, and I will see you all next time. Peace.